we've got Brady here from Conjurer, the Razor's Edge. How are you, Brady?
I am wonderful, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. It's been an exciting weekend for us all, I think.
Yeah, it's been definitely surreal, I think, a little bit.
So 18 months, low live shows. How are you feeling?
Knackered is the truth. Like we did the download pilot last month, and that was like a completely surreal first time on an open air stage, and now actually set us in really good stead for Bloodstock because again we kind of knew what to expect, so we rocked up and it was far more comfortable for us. So it's been a tumultuous couple of years, and we've all been kind of getting on with having a real life in the meantime, and now we're back here.
So what have you been doing for 18 months? What have Conjurer been up to? How you kept yourselves busy during this time?
Personally, I got married and had a...
congratulations!
I kind of decided to really lean into having a real life, and met my wife, got married.
Brilliant.
Got a job in a warehouse, so I'm actually earning some money.
Excellent.
And I've just been living that kind of domestic
bliss, darling.
That's the one, yeah. As a band, we recorded our new album in November, and I've been working on artwork and merch and all of the stuff that bands do when they can't be playing shows.
Yeah.
So it's been just been surreal, I think. It's the word that keeps coming up.
No, I completely agree with you. It's strange for us to be back here interviewing people like yourself after so long.
Yeah,
we're all a bit rusty.
Yeah, that's true.
But you did the main stage today, so only the second band ever to have done New Blood, Sophie and main stage.
Is that true?
I did check this out.
Oh, wow.
How do you feel about that? I mean, that's a really good achievement for you guys.
Actually, that's really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's
nice.
Brilliant. And it shows that progression is possible, doesn't it, really? And I think that's inspiring for other young bands coming through.
I think so, yeah. I think there's with places like Bloodstock, it can get a little bit like the attitude can be you do Metal to the Masses and you win it, and that's your into the industry. And it's a great platform, but it's the work that you do outside of that.
Yeah.
That you can.
I couldn't agree with you more.
There are plenty of bands that I know bands that we did it with formed for Metal to the Masses and have won and gone and played Bloodstock, and it's cool. What are you doing now? You need to get out there and need to play a shithole.
It totally has to be a springboard, doesn't it?
Yeah. And we were playing 200 shows a year to no one for years before I had any of these opportunities, and it's the only way. We were terrible when we started. The only way you get good is to do it wrong loads of times.
Yeah, and learn from that and grow. Yeah.
And I think it's a great opportunity. It's nice to have kind of done that and to have that experience of all three and kind of see that progress and it feel right every time. I definitely encourage bands to aim high, but you got to do the work around it.
Absolutely.
Not talked about often enough.
And also what's not talked about is the difference now in bookings. So we've got yourself today, we've got Conjurer, Malevolence, different bands to the norm for Bloodstock.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of a welcome break in the metal. How do you feel about that?
I am a huge advocate for diverse lineups and non-metal stuff. We had Katy Perry playing before we went on because we have this pre-show playlist which is a palate cleanser for so many times you go and you watch 3 thrash bands and they play Slayer between every band, and it's mental overload. I want to encourage this kind of diversity of thought, of people, of musical taste, and we try and when we can go out on tour bring different bands that don't just sound like us, we're really trying to broaden some horizons in what little way we can, because that's what gets us excited. The 4 of us never agree on anything in the van to listen to on tour apart from basically Paramore and Katy Perry. It's
brilliant.
Yeah, it's mainly pop music that we have on the go, so to try and show, for me, I want to be able to go out there and show people it doesn't really matter what you're into, and it doesn't matter if something is completely up your street. There is inherent value in any kind of art and any kind of music, and you've got to engage with things on their level. No one's trying to say that Katy Perry's the greatest composer since Mozart, but she writes some bangers, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's for us, it's all about engaging with art on its level, and people from like Tech Fest and Download and Bloodstock and Art Tangent and all of these vastly different festivals have come together and engaged with our band at the level that we present it, and we're really lucky to be able to continue doing this and to try and broaden some horizons, you know.
Well, yeah, and it's worked because obviously, you know, really well received today. Lots of people talking about you, you know, really positively. You know, and it's really good. What's next for you guys? The next 12 months? What do they look like?
So we're doing a couple of one-off shows in September, which is literally in like 3 weeks, and then
Are you ready? Yeah.
We will be.
Today's been that oomph,
yeah. We definitely know what we need to work on before we kind of get back into that intimate environment. And then we're playing Damnation Fest in November.
Can't wait.
It's so
Damnation
exciting.
is brilliant, isn't it?
They were the first festival to like take a punt on us when we had like
Saw
no
you there,
following. And for us that was like,
they are the place to discover things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really, they're really, really good at that. I feel.
Yeah. I know like Gavin's whole approach is the same as me. He's like, I don't really give a shit about anything. There's a good band, I'm putting them on.
I'm booking them.
Yeah. We're really lucky to be going back and doing that, and then I'm going away to the US with my wife for a couple of months, and then we're gonna come back and hopefully start touring first quarter next year.
Brilliant.
There's lots of stuff that's on the cards, like playing Hellfest next year and some other festivals, but it's all like, you know, with COVID
at the moment
everything.
it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to have them laid in stone.
So we're gonna see what develops, keep working on the album, and then as soon as we can get out on tour, and you know, especially to travel and go back to America and play in Europe again and just really get out there, that's what we're all about.
Brilliant. So are you here for the rest of the weekend?
I have actually got a raging toe infection, so I'm struggling to walk at the minute.
Oh gosh.
So I'm gonna hang out here and chat to people until I can't hack it anymore, and then go home. But we only live an hour away.
Same. Yeah, we're only Shropshire. Yeah.
We're Daventry, Midlands.
But is there anyone you want to recommend to us that we should be watching for the rest of the weekend? Who's not to miss in your eyes?
Absolutely. Our friends in Baylor played just...
Yeah, really good.
Right? What a band.
Yeah.
Who else is playing? Honestly, I haven't really looked.
We've got Creator headlining tonight.
They're a band that have had such a renaissance recently.
Totally.
Amazing to really see.
And to hear those older songs from them tonight, I think people are going to be really excited about, aren't they?
I think so, yeah. And just honestly, having so many great British bands playing on this lineup has been. We've got little favourites thing here. Oh, Memoriam.
Another good band.
I know a couple of those guys, and they were way back in the day when they were recording their first record, wearing a Conjurer t-shirt. And
they've been around. You know, some of them have been in Bolts for a while.
Yeah.
Who are another band who are quite influential on the UK scene, aren't they?
Yeah.
The longevity of them's been phenomenal.
It's been ridiculous. A couple of bands I will shout out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Green Lung, who...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They played on a show with us years ago in Newcastle, and I was like, who the fuck is this, local band out of nowhere? And they were like, yeah, we're, gearing up to put this record out and, want to hit it hard, and they just have, and, crushed it. The other one, Liberty Lies.
Okay, I'm going to check them out then on your recommendation.
They're like a rock band. I nearly joined them years ago, and they were been on tour with Shine Down and that kind of thing, but their vocalist is just next level unbelievable, and it's kind of harder rock kind of stuff, but yeah, great band.
Brilliant. Right, well, thanks for your time. It's been lovely to chat to you, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you again soon live.
Me too.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website www.therazorsedge.rocks.